Yo, it's your main man, Raheem Rossi. Y'all damn talking about indirectly. You feel me? Sometimes in life we got to be indirect to be correct. You dig? Like sometimes we gotta just think about how can I come at this person indirectly but correct. You feel me? Because I don't want to disturb this person. I don't want to make them mad. I don't want to make them sad. I don't want to make them not want to work. I don't want to make them, just have to give them that bad aura that I'm a bad person and that I'm trying to make them do something that they are not wanting to do. You feel me? So sometimes you gotta go indirect to a friend or to acquaintances, to somebody that you are well connected to. So guys, let's talk about it, man. This is one of my points that I love. It says, call attention to other people's mistakenly, indirectly, guys. And let's get into this example that I love, right? And it says, right? Let's get to the first one. To overcome, this could be easily overcome by saying the word but, and we could be proudly that Johnny was raised in saying, okay. Many people getting criticism with sincere praise followed by the word but and ending with a critical statement. For example, in trying to change a child's careless attitude towards studies, we might say, we're really proud of you, Johnny, for raising your algebra grades this term. But if you worked harder on your algebra, the results would have been better. You see that but? You see how they just came in, right? And it just, like, damn, but you feel me? Like that but just fuck up that one word just fuck up, like, it's like a big ass hump, like I don't fuck with you. It's like that, you feel me? Like that word just give you a bad feeling, right? And he said, in this case, Johnny might feel encouraged until he heard the word but. He might then question the sincerity of the original praise. To him, the praise seemed only to be conscribed, led into the critical interference of failure. Credibility would have been strained and would have been probably more not achieved or our objective of changing Johnny's attitude towards his studies. So he's saying that, but just make him not, give him that drive that he needed, right? And he said this is how he could have said it. We're really proud of you, Johnny. We're really proud of you, Johnny, for raising your grades this term and by continuing the same conscious efforts next term. Your algebra grade can be up there with all the others. Now, Johnny would accept the praise because there was no follow-up with interference or failure. We call this attention to the behavior we wish to change indirectly and the chances that he will try to live up to our expectations. You feel me? Like you don't want to give it to him in a harsh way. You're just trying to give it to him. You feel me? You're not trying to make him feel like you're trying to push him, but you pushing him. You feel me? And it's just a way to say things. You feel me? Calling attention to one mistake indirectly works wonders with sensitive people who may resent brutally or any direct criticism. Like some people hate criticism. Some people just can't talk to no type of way. They just, very sensitive about anything. So watching how you say it to them, it really matters. You dig? It says, I'm really pleased with the way that you, it says, okay, this one is a good one right here about the lawn. For the first few days of work, when Mr. Jacobs returned from her job, she noticed that the yard was thrown into cuts of lumber. She didn't want to agonize the builders because they didn't actually job. So after the workers had gone home, she and her children picked up the neatly piled lumber debris in the corner. The following morning, she called the foreman to one side and said, I'm really pleased with the way the front lawn was left last night. It is nice and clean and does not offend the neighbors. From that day forward, the workers picked up the pile from the debris to one side, and the foreman came to each day for seeking approval for the day's lawns left of the day's work. You see that? Like, she didn't even say, look, y'all need to clean that shit up, bro. She did it herself. And just say, look, it would be cool. The maid was like, see how she just came at the situation. I get so many ways to come at a situation. She said, I'm really pleased with the way the front lawn was left last night. It is nice and clean and does not offend the neighbors. You feel me? Like, it don't take a genius to read between the lines on that one. You dig? It don't take a genius to say, okay, damn, I need to get it together. You feel me? You ain't gonna go back at her because she ain't coming at you the wrong way. And it says right here, gentlemen, he started, you are leaders, you must be the example. Okay, this is one talking about the barber, right? It's a good one too. It said, an old-time regular Army Master Sergeant might have been expected to yell at his troop and threaten them. Instead, he chose to make his point indirectly, right? Gentlemen, he started, you are the leaders. You will be the most effective when you lead by example. You must be the example for the man to follow. You know that Army regulations say about haircuts. I'm going to get my haircut today, although it's still much shorter than any of yours. You look at yourself in the mirror and you feel you need a haircut to be a good example. You arrange time to visit the post barbershop. The results were predictable. Several of the candidates did look in the mirror and went to the barbershop the afternoon to receive the regulation haircuts. Like, it's simple. Lead by example. You do what you want your fellow acquaintances to do. You feel me? Like, they gonna right behind you. You just doing it in there. You telling them, go get a haircut. you see me get my shit cut. You feel me? You doing it indirectly. You feel me? And that's the best way to do it. You feel me? And this this is saying how to criticize and not be what hated for it. You feel me? You can criticize somebody and and not be hated for it. You feel me? You just look, bro. I'm finna go to the gym.